Many, 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 many men wish death upon me, Lord. I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Have mercy on my soul. Somewhere my heart turned cold. Have mercy on many men. Many, 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 many men.
This year marks the 10-year anniversary of one of the most legendary albums, Get Rich or Die Tryin'. Looking back now on the impact of that, did you have any idea when you were making that it was going to have that kind of longevity?
No way. I mean, just a dream to come true. If I had to make a wish, I just wish for that project to be a success. It was all that mattered at that point. And no matter how much you feel like you're prepared for something, it never happens on your time, like when you think you're ready, like it's supposed to happen. It always happens when it's supposed to happen. Because the period that you feel ready and people are not acknowledging the material the way you feel like they should because it's good, is the time that you actually develop skin thick enough to survive when it does work. You know, it's like when you play something and you know that this is good. You don't hear this? You know that, like I get that all the time. It's like you run into that same energy later after you've had success. Because as a new artist, you get people that hear it, but they don't know that it has a value to it. They listen to it and they go, yeah, it's cool, yeah. Because they don't see you the way they see the guy that everyone's embracing at the moment. And I don't think artists should make adjustments. I think they should stay in that pocket that they're in, and when they have a moment, it really explodes because it's different, it's special, you know what I mean? But a lot of us are in the circumstances when it's starting where there ain't no plan B. Shit gotta work. If it don't work, what's gonna happen? You know, so if you're in that point and position, you go, what's working? And you start to get influence or you sway to what's actually working at the moment. And your music changes and starts to sound a little bit like what's happening on the radio right now, you know, versus, and guys had people singing on the chorus every time, like, then you go get the guy from up the block who can sing, put him on the hook. So it feels like that record that, you know.
There's a certain formula at the time that everybody feels like they have to fit.
Yeah, it's what's working at the moment, they'll kind of sway to it. Like, I've heard demo tapes from 10 different Lil Waynes that wasn't Lil Wayne. Right. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, he got that shit down pat. That should sound like what Wayne did, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, right. And then it's tough. Like, how do you say that it's not good? If what's working right now is that. You know what I'm saying? So you go, damn, like it's good, but it's hard for me to really embrace it because you ain't Lil Wayne. Right. Like, you want me to invest the money in the copy? No, man, that shit ain't gonna work, man.
It's sad because I've worked at a record label. A lot of those meetings we want to find the next 50 Cent.
It's not,
it's the next whatever. It's not about, oh, let's find the next person to pave that new path. It's, let's find the next whoever's hot on the radio, and by the time they find them, the music industry's on to another sound.
Yeah, like, look, the beauty of hip hop culture and why it's actually an art form is it changes, it's growing. Like, you got skateboard culture in hip hop now. It's so broad that I'm in territories around the world that Kosovo, Croatia, Mumbai, India, Wari, Africa. It's places that you saying my ghost shorty got me out this motherfucker? This is it. This is it. You know, like, you go, wait, so hold up. All right. It kind of feels like magic, where your idea becomes something that people appreciate around the world, like everywhere. And because if it all came from you, it'd feel like that. Versus the artist that got the track and chorus from someone else that can't actually write the chorus. because then it's a process. You got to find someone else to work with to try and make magic again versus something that just came out of your head. And I just think when, a lot of times when the music allows people to offer their experience and it's completely different, it's exciting. Like, I've said, I like Kendrick Lamar.
I was just about to talk about him.
Yeah, like, because it's so different. It's like, shit, it might be the opposite of 50 Cent. When you say, what, the title of his record is Good Kid, Mad City. Good Kid, Bad City, and my influences were a lot darker. Like, I wrote the dysfunctional behaviors from the environment that I grew up in, and I put the aggression that was necessary for you to function comfortably in it, you know, and Kendrick's perspective is different.
Break hit the button, then we pulling out the top. Shines on stunting, and I'm pulling out a knot. Strapped with the Glock, we don't pull it out a lot. The front, I'm in proud how we do. Niggas ain't on the shit we on. Everything new. Spikes on the loop, batons. We up, nigga.
How do you feel the state of hip hop has evolved from when you put out Get Rich or Die Tryin' to now when Kendrick is one of the most buzzed artists putting out Good Kid, Mad City?
Yeah.
How do you feel? Because when you put out that album, hip hop was in a completely different landscape than what it is now. How do you think it's evolved?
Well, I think music recycles itself like fashion. So a lot of the content, the things that we're actually utilizing has been done in a different fashion. Like, I'll try to give an example. I think it was written Nas' second album. He had a song where he was the gun. And it was one of those things that had a strong impression on hip-hop culture at that point. It was like a song that was like, wow, like it had a good metaphor, it was strong, and it gave you a visual. And he's one of the great storytellers within, you know, hip-hop music culture. And that within R&B music would be something that happens so common that it doesn't have any significance. The usage of that metaphor at that point. It's like, I wrote a song that was my favorite song off my second album, and that LP sold 10 million records with no assistance from my favorite song. My favorite song on the record was A Baltimore Love Thing. And it was a metaphor and actual song where I used a relationship between a female addict, and the drug heroin, giving the drug the male's emotions, and saying, how would it feel if you keep listening to people tell you to leave me when I love you so much? Every time you come, I take the pain away, don't I? And because she keeps listening to people saying you should change your life or get yourself together, it drags her deeper into addiction. And it's one of my favorite records because of the depth to the story itself and that actual experience. And it's just cool. It had more to it than a lot of the other records that work. But hey, you know, I'll take you to the candy shop.